Hi everyone, so today I'm doing a kind of gothic look, or whatever you would call this look to be. I've already done my base and half of my face, including my brows, just to pretty much save time. I'm going to go through what I used though. I used a Bourjois Healthy Mix Serum for my foundation. It's in colour 51 because I like to go a bit light with my foundation. My skin is quite tanned in places, like my arms are quite tanned, and I don't like being tanned. Oh, pardon me. Don't like being tanned at all. When it's in the summer, I tan so easily, and it really annoys me because I don't think I look good with a tan at all. I think I look best like pale, personally. But I don't like to go too white, like a white face paint, because I kind of like things to look a bit natural, well, as natural as it can possibly be anyway. So after I used my foundation, I went over that with a pressed powder, a fixing powder, it says, not fixing powder, a setting powder in translucent by number 7, and what I used to put it on with is a Real Techniques Duo Fibre Brush, which is really smooth and soft. It's really nice. I then used NW15 Studio Finish Concealer by MAC, and I used a 195 brush to just go underneath my brows, kind of make them a little bit more defined underneath my eyes, around my nose, and a few spots and things like that I have. Basically went over them. Then I used, to prep my lips, I used Baby Lips Hydrate, which seems to be... My lips were getting chapped again. They're really bad at the moment, unfortunately. Then I went over my brows with Art Deco brow pencil in number 6. I've gone a little bit light with my brows because obviously I'm wearing a blonde wig, and if you kind of use, I mean, I've got blonde hair underneath as well, as you've seen in my last video. If you kind of use a lighter colour on your brows when you have lighter hair, it does make it kind of look that little bit more natural, even if you go in like really extreme with your brows. I mean, obviously you have black hair, then use black pencil or whatever you want to use, but sometimes it can make it look a little bit more kind of all fits together when you have the matching colours. However, when I went to Motionless, I did put black gel liner over my brows to kind of look like Chris Motionless, and I had green hair. But that was kind of, I mean, some of the people that were there, I mean, their makeup, I felt like coming up to them and just turning around and going, can I take a picture of you, please? Like, their makeup was amazing, and being a makeup artist, I felt so embarrassed. Like, I thought I'd done a pretty good job on my makeup, and I was sitting there like, I could have done better than that. Like, it really annoyed me because I didn't think people were going to have a lot of makeup on. I mean, I suppose like kind of makeup that I'm doing today, but I didn't expect them to be kind of like full kind of, some people had the full kind of drag look on, and I love drag makeup, and it looked so gorgeous. I mean, there was a woman standing near me in the because we were front row, and there was a woman standing near me, and her makeup was gorgeous, and I was too shy to ask how she did it. And there wasn't really much time, to be honest, but her makeup was gorgeous, and her hair was as well. But yeah, there was a lot of people there, but then there was also some people that didn't really know how to do the kind of, I mean, they did the kind of look, but it wasn't blended properly and things like that. So I mean, I know some people like the harsh look, and that's fine by me, do whatever you like, but just for some people, if they don't really, I mean, they want to wear the look but they're a bit too scared because they don't really know how to blend properly and things like that, this video is basically for you. Yeah, so I think I've gone through everything. Oh, I don't know if I mentioned, but nail polish. I'm not wearing any, I don't use Barry M, but these are two colours that would go pretty good with this makeup. The two colours I used to wear at school were kind of a plum colour and a black. The black is number 47 and the purple is Plum 339 by Barry M. The purple is also a gel as well. So for a base, black ground Black Ground by MAC is my absolute favourite But you can use Maybelline Colour Tattoo. That's in black. However, I found that it was so creamy, it kind of just went like everywhere when I tried to blend it. This is a little bit more structured. Yeah, so I'm just using a flat brush for this. Try and use a synthetic one, just purely because it goes on that little bit better, and then you can get the product off the brush that little bit better. Then just take a fluffy brush and start blending it. Sorry if my voice feels like sounds a bit weird. I've got a stuffed nose at the moment. This is actually my probably 8th time trying to record this video. My phone has not been my best friend today. And it has been so dark in England, it's not even funny. If any of you live in America or Australia or anything, so places you probably wouldn't know, but over here, I mean, I live in North London, so I don't know whether it's just this part of England that's like this, but it is so dark. It's like literally like, wake up, it's dark, go to bed, it's dark, throughout the day it's dark. It's just grey constantly, and it's the weather's kind of raining all the time. It's awful, but hey ho, it's winter and it's about a week to Christmas. Yeah, it's a week to Christmas Day actually, which is very exciting. I'm kind of bringing it round in kind of a circle, kind of a round kind of shape. Okay, so over the top of that, I'm actually going to go over with a colour that you can buy on its own. I purely only know this colour because of knowing the Naked 2 palette, and the colour is Blackout, and you can get it on its own. I'm not too sure, I mean this is £36 I think, to buy for the whole palette, and the palette is brilliant. I don't think I buy the third one because I have the first and second, and there's not much of a difference, to be honest. I did buy them together, I didn't buy them separately. I bought them at the same time thinking that they were like really different and things like that, but they weren't. So I bought them, and the only real difference seems to be this colour, which makes me glad that I did get this palette. So I'm just taking that on kind of a small kind of blending brush, just so that I can pat this colour in. And it is so dark, it is like the darkest dark, and you can literally see it there. It's the darkest dark I've ever used through eyeshadow. I mean, I used to use Carbon by MAC, and I know a lot of people still do, but this this colour like hands down beats it. It is so dark, and because of the base kind of goes that kind of grey colour when it sets, to put this really dark colour over the top of it really makes it stand out. Now, in the actual culture that I am part of, I don't really know what sort of part of it I am, because I don't really, I mean, I don't really know, like at school, I mean, I was called an emo and things like that, but I don't really know if I'm like goth, emo, punk. I mean, I love steampunk stuff, absolutely love it, but I don't really wear it every day. I mean, the only sort of things I wear every day, I mean, I've got the Blood and Dance Floor t-shirt on, so if anybody's a big fan, big up to you. And then I just wear like black ripped jeans, or like I have like these bright green jeans and bright blue jeans and things like that. So I don't know, I kind of just wear what I want to wear every day, and it doesn't really bother me really. But I know a lot of people are kind of like, no, I'm not that, I'm this type thing. So comment if you have any idea of what I am, if I'm an emo, if I'm a punk, or I don't know. Just hiding up any fallout underneath. Doesn't really fall out as much. The only other black I think, if you're going to use as a shadow, would fall out a lot is the sleek ones. They're brilliant, don't get me wrong, but they do fall out quite a bit. So over that I am going to use Black Tracks by MAC. Now you can use the Maybelline one, it is just running out, my one, personally, so I'm using that for college just whilst it's drying out a little bit. So I've started to use my new MAC one that I bought. So I'm just taking that on a Real Techniques eyeliner brush, Pixel Point. It's quite thick, but you don't really need to be in this kind of, you don't really want a fine brush. You want a kind of thick brush because you're really only, I mean, I'm not even really putting a flick on this. I'm literally just going over the lash line just to make it that little bit more darker. And then I'm going to go on the top waterline. Now, if this is your first time doing this, please be careful. The amount of times I've poked my eye with eyeliner and things like that doing this. And because I'm using gel, this will last a lot longer as well than just using eyeliner. Put that on my bottom lashes as well, bottom lash line. Now this look I have used, I mean every single day, it's pretty pointless for me to use every single day, purely because when we go to college we practice on each other, so it would be a bit pointless to use to do this makeup every single day and then go in and then having to take it all off, and then so it's pretty pointless. So we either go in with no makeup on or like a bit of mascara or something like that. And I used to always just put my brows on and maybe a bit of concealer or something, but now I have an actual fringe that goes over my brows, so I don't even need to do that every day. I just literally do mascara or a bit like that. So I'm just going to use Benefit their Real Mascara because I don't know really, I quite like this mascara with this look, because I mean you can't really see on the picture on that very well, but you can see more on the bottom lashes, them standing out a little bit, and even though you're doing a dark look, you don't want to neglect your lashes. I mean, I love this mascara, but I just think that sometimes it gets a bit gloopy if you leave it on too long. So make sure you do take it off before going to bed. Like really scrub it, because you could take it off and then there'll still be more on in the morning. I'm just taking a MAC 168 brush, just a little contour brush, and I'm putting it in a grey. This is from Avon, it's called Classic Steel. This is, I think it's quite old. This was actually given to me because somebody didn't want it, so I've just used it basically on myself, and I just use it for contour because I find that this looks a hell of a lot more better than bronzer. I find you actually get a proper contour and it doesn't look orange, because obviously you are going lighter, so anything that you put on your skin that's going to be a bronzer, it's probably going to look a bit orange. And when you put your hair against it, it kind of has that shadow. It makes it look like a, ooh, poke myself in the eye, makes it look like a natural shadow. It looks a lot more harsh on camera than it actually is in real life, which is quite strange. But okay, so the last thing is lips, and this is kind of where you can either stop or, you know, it depends really what sort of thing that you wear every day. I have quite a few. Why won't this just stay? I have quite a few lipsticks, and I will be doing a product review on some of them and doing swatches and things like that. I am waiting. I've actually ordered 2 lipsticks from Lime Crime, and one of them's kind of like a dark green, kind of like Poison Berry, which isn't a dark green, but it's kind of got that same effect on it. And I've got like a lilac one that I'm waiting to come. So I don't really want to do a lipstick video until I get them to, so I can do them as well. Yeah, so lips. So it depends on what sort of look that you really like. I've got this one. I think, is this one a black or is it blue? I have a few colours, dark colours from, this is a bluey black. Can't really see the difference, really. The thing is with Illamasqua lipsticks is that they can be a bit difficult in actually coming out, but they are really pigmented. I mean, the black is, you can kind of see the difference now between the blue and the black. Not too sure what colour to go for. I think I'll go with the blue. Go with the blue because it's a bit different. Okay. Oops. I think that looks quite nice. That actually went on a hell of a lot more better than what it usually does, and I think that's because I put this on first. So they're actually quite a good mix, which I wouldn't have thought so. So I think this actually kind of looks a bit like, with the plait and the hair, I think it kind of looks like Taylor Monsoon. Didn't expect it to look like that, but that's how it's come out like. This video was also inspired by Sam Chapman. I'll just say this just before I go. She did a kind of video, a Gothic video, quite a few years ago, and it was kind of dedicated to Sophie Lancaster charity. I have their wristbands. Well, I don't have their wristbands. I have one of their wristbands you can get off of Illamasqua for £2, or you can donate £1 straight to the actual charity. If you don't know what the charity is, then Google it and it will tell you all the information instead of me rambling on about it. But you can also get the Sophie products on Illamasqua as well. They're a big supporter of it, and I kind of wanted to do this video. I was watching Sam's video, which you can also watch as well. She's got this great idea of putting beads on, kind of connected underneath the lash line, and they kind of come down, which I thought was a really good idea, but it's not as practical as it would be, as it would normally be on like an everyday basis. So I kind of wanted to do a look where to show how to blend the eyeshadow and kind of products that go well together and things like that, like for example the lipstick. That lipstick that I did use, this one, no it wasn't, was in just, oh I'll say it, there we go. Does that go into focus? Despicable, no, I don't know. But if you do go onto the Illamasqua website and you do see the lipsticks, it'll be on there. Just look for the bluey black one. So thanks for watching everyone, and I hope you have a good weekend. I hope you have a brilliant Christmas. And yeah, so see you later. Bye.